Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10. Watson got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Deshaun Watson, 41 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that coming.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of it? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly
He's
didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught at the 25. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 74 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of. And so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks 18-yard line.
To the air yet again, Watson. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Seahawks 7.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Seahawks 7.
On 2nd down, it's Alexander. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
At the 46-yard line.
Now Jackson escaping the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyreek Hill, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and given the 1st down.
10 at the 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
1 and
8. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll find Metcalf. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here we go on 4th. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Alexander. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Brings up third down.
Jackson will keep it. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Rolling to his right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD.
Down, Falcon.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensive. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson dancing to his left. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second and very short, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Jackson. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run.
And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 42 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Close to the goal line, but not quite in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On 2nd down, Thorpe. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
Short of the goal line.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Thorpe. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jeremy Shockey there to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
10-10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
34-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Down at the 41. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
On the stop.
Michael Strahan there to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Rob Gronkowski there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
This will make it into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Up 2nd and 4.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. And Watson's going to throw it here. Finds his tight end Ingram. Touchdown, Falcons! Evan Ingram, 59 yards. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
9 yards.
Now Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they are going to set up shop at the 32. We've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Washington football team. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Here's Antonio Gibson. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Love eluding the pressure right. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
47-yard line.
Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. picked off by Landon Collins. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What? Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Following the interception, Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Carl Lawson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
Washington.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And that's incomplete.
That one was tipped in the air and became almost a 50-50 ball. No one came up with it, so it turned into an incompletion. But remember, on the previous drive, he threw an interception. I think that one almost caused him, well, not almost. I think that one caused him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
He's brought down at the
right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now they try the right side here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Punter Sterling Hofrichter out now on 4th down.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
At the 22.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Love now on 2nd down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Let's go. 32.
2nd down, Love. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Love, flush to his right. And he will find his man on the outside. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Working out of the gun. Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touch.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Touchdown, Falcons. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They've done nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And 4.
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Love from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the interception, here's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run with Mack and give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Gibson.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He got 29 yards that time. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Washington 21, Falcons 14.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is Gibson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 29-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles. But also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Throwing. Love. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, it's Watson. Open man, Butler complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
And a Falcon first down.
On first down, Watson. And that is caught.
Touchdown, Falcons. A 24-yard touchdown. Now the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Gibson on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. His throw incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And now it's 2nd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Number 25.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Love flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
On 2nd down, here's the option. A quick throw complete to Chark. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons.
Complete.
DJ Chark with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
From the 50, it's Watson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta. And he'll give it here to his running back. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 14. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
13-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Marlon Mack. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at FedEx Field. Washington on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever. From the gun, Love. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Love to throw for it on 4th. He'll buy some time right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st down, Love to pass.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
13 more yards. That's another Washington.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown.
The kick is
door
good.
closed, locked, reinforced.
42.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
From the gun, Love. Got a man, it's Gibson, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Operating from the gun, Love, and it is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
He'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. 19 yards there on the pickup. So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. And this one through the uprights and good.
The score, Falcons 51, Washington 21.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we... And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time, because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
We'll find Gibson here complete. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and they haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
52's the mic right here, over there.
First down, going to the air with Love. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Score, Falcons.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Atlanta, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile,
The veteran of so many teams, Shane Graham, ready to get us rolling. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again, Jackson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Forced out to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. And that is something that we just saw there that you obviously have to be prepared for when you try to defend Lamar Jackson. That likely will not be the last time that we see him take off.
I love your language there, partner. You have to be prepared for it. You work at it, but I don't care how much you prepare. It is hard as heck to execute against Lamar Jackson. Great vision, great speed, tenacity, runs through tackles, makes people miss. It's always a long game when you're trying to corral Lamar Jackson.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, Jackson. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, it's James. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Edgerrin James taking it in. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Giants 0. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, Watson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, 72 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
Kicker on for the point.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Michael Strahan able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It's 2nd down.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson looking left sideline. It's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. (7-7) our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot down.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Jackson throwing once more. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Second down and goal. Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
After the sack on first down, Watson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On first down, Thorpe. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
3rd and long. It's Watson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Complete to number 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
And here's Jackson on the option.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
22 yards there, a first down. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a time.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack that time by Michael Strahan.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. They go play action with Jackson. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flush to his right. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. To throw is Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Steps, and he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Jackson steps away, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. An 11-yard touchdown, and the Titans are going to take the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Complete to number 2. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Off of play action, it's Watson. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
We got 3, we got 3, folks, we got 3.
Throwing again is Watson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
For Randy Moss, incomplete. He was covered by Deion Sanders.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Set to kick off.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Watson on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Touchdown,
coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll find Metcalf. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. When the rep, let's go right here.
Watson looks to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Watson now, throwing on third and long. Fighting through pressure. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And the Titans have got first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
James. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Ball carrier.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Darren Waller. released in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Giants 17. Jason Sanders set.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Michael Strahan just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Watson under pressure again, and down he goes again. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Watson. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Titans, they've got the football back and they've got it in great field position. Jackson on 1st down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 10-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now a first down throw, Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they take over. They'll set up shop.
veteran of so many teams, Shane Graham, ready to get us rolling. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards. So make it 2nd and 5.
Deion Sanders.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Favre on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's Favre. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A very solid gain of 27. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. From the shotgun, it's Favre. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and I think the offense got it back. They did. Inside the 10-yard line, they avoid disaster.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On 2nd down, Favre. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Lawrence Taylor. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Throwing is Favre. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Watson. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be caught by Randy Moss.
Complete to Randy Moss. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and...
Watson on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going for it. It's Watson. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. From the 50, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Nothing.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, he'll get this one to Golladay. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
At the 22-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, And then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down now, it's James. He'll have a first down past the 40, the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Edgerrin James, 73 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So
it's a foot race. He's at the 30, the 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kenny Golladay, 75 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Falcons 14.
And here's Shane Graham now to kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Bengals are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
On second down, it's James. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Third and goal.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try and sneak it here. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Sanders set to kick off.
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
15-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll keep it on the ground. Thorpe. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Thorpe. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rod Woodson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So an opening drive interception to begin this 2nd half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the 2nd half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
We got 3. We got 3. We got 3. Watch the shit.
On 1st down, it's James. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
To throw is Favre. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
On 1st down, Favre. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Vernon Davis 72 yards. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And the lead is now 13.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 27, Falcons 14. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right?
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Ricky Jackson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. To try again after the sack. Watson, and he's going to go down again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Third and long, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. James. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
14.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. James. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Edgerrin James, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Bengals 33. Falcons 14. Jason Sanders.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kenny Golladay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
Watson off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DK Metcalf. 46 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Watson going to try and run it. And he's going to get in. So they're back within 11. And the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down now. It's James. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the play fake, here's Favre. He'll air this one out deep for Dick, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds legs, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down.
28-yard line.
On first down, it's James. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And 8 at the Falcons.
They'll keep it on the ground. James. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the...
The veteran of so many teams, Shane Graham, ready to get us rolling. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. A short kick taken at the 18. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. this is Derrick Henry. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Favre. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
He'll find Metcalf and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson throwing deep for Galladay. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bears will get the football back.
Turnover on downs.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Favre to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 49 yards. From the 10, 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Favre. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Randy Moss there to make the grab. And the Bears have taken the early lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack by Julius Peppers.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd.
Now Watson throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Favre. That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Bears will add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we said?
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26.
Falcons.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons, nothing.
They'll throw on first down with Favre. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Brings up third.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Throwing is Favre. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
They'll try and throw for it here. Man open, it's Moss complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
23-yard line.
First and 10, it's Favre. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Favre. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a first down.
35-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Here's Moss with a catch out of the backfield. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down, Favre. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run for it with Henry.
And the Bears are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1 yard line.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Tyler Bass for the extra.
Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jerome Baker. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Second down.
Throwing on second and long. Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Watson on the keeper. A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Bears.
To throw is Favre.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Terry McLaurin in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing deep for Galladay. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 48 yards. Watson on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jerome Baker able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Watson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Another run with Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Tressway now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fighting him off. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. I got him. 26 Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing again is Watson. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Incomplete. Rod Woodson on the coverage.
From the gun, here's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth league. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Every time I watch LT blow up plays just like that one, I think of one quote. You can run, but you can't hide.
He won a record 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards back in his day. He was also the league MVP in 1986.
One of 2 defensive players who won the MVP award in the NFL. The second one, Alan Page with the Minnesota Vikings, the linchpin of their Purple People Eaters defense.
There defensively.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw.
That's complete to Moss out of the backfield.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
10 at the 11-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. Another run here with Sanders. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Let's go now. Cooper 19. Let's go. Pick it up, D. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. You gonna see.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, it's Favre. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Lawrence Taylor. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is.
He's got a man, complete. 30. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards.
1-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Trying to improvise. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Shift. Watch the shift. 9.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Julius Peppers, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your...
And now Watson throws another interception. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his...